tutorial with Alex. So today we're going to be doing our basic shakes, okay? So for this, I want you to actually take your shoes off. So learning this with your shoes off first is going to be a lot easier. This is like, I don't know, probably the most like basic twerk that most people can do standing up. But we need to figure out the transfer of weight before we can do it in our shoes, okay? So shoes off, perfect, here we are. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to bring our feet out so that our feet are directly underneath our hip bones, okay? So if you have a wider stature, if you have a wider hips here, you're gonna wanna take those feet out, right? Because you have a lot more to move. If you keep them too close together, there's not going to be a lot of movement because it's going to be restricted right here, bumping into each other. So, taking those feet out, you want to get comfortable. For some people, locking out is an option. If you're hypermobile like me, you'll have to keep them slightly bent. Don't lock out your knees if you're hypermobile, because as soon as you lock out your knees, what's going to happen is you're going to start getting this like really uncomfortable feeling through your knees, and we don't want that. So slight little teensy weensy bend in the knees so that we're not past the knees, we're just in a neutral position. If you are hypermobile and you do lock out your knees and you feel comfortable in that position, then you need to remember to arch in that lower back, okay? We're going to be doing that anyways, but you're going to have more exaggerated arch to kind of compensate for how far back your knees go. So just keep that in mind. So for the next part, we're going to start with the most basic thing. We're going to take our feet and we're going to shift onto the outside of our feet, and then we're going to shift onto the inside of the feet. So outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. We kind of want to do this movement probably a total of 100 times before we start doing the rest of the movement. Eventually you're going to get so comfortable with this that you'll be able to keep your feet on the floor, and you'll be able to twist in and out in your ankles, which is going to transfer to the knees, which is what we want. So knees are going in, out, and part of that movement, because your ankles are part of your structure, your foot and your knee, is you are transferring weight in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You see? So you're transferring that weight through your ankles, and it's then going up through your knees into your hips. So if you bend in the knees too much, you are going to be shaking the front part, which is not necessarily bad. It's just not going to shake as much in the back. So we want to be as straight up as possible so that when we shake, we're shaking from here, translating that through our hamstrings, and then shaking, that's what's shaking underneath the butt, right? So I'm going to show you a couple different things really quick on form. We are here, we're going to bring those knees back so that our booty cheeks clash into each other, okay? If your feet are too close together, look at how little that is. If you're somebody with really small hips and not a whole lot happening back there, this might be okay for you. But if you're somebody like me, I got really wide hips, I got burling hips, you're gonna take those feet out, okay? And then come here. So much bigger. From this, if I'm here, if I'm stacked, if I'm in a neutral position, nothing is moving. That's all just hamstring. Nothing in my butt is really gonna move. We wanna really open up, pull everything back, pull the butt, pull open, and then really shake everything from side to side, okay? All right, so in a few tutorial videos, we will definitely go over like different movements throughout that style. But that was our basic shake. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out. So go forth, shake ass. All right, love you guys. Bye.